What's up, everybody? This is Dave here with Comics Games Life, and I have some great news for you guys today. We have just gotten the release date for Batman Gargoyle of Gotham issue number 4. Now, we're only going to have to wait a little bit longer because this bad boy is coming out February 2026. Now, if you're like me, you're probably hoping for a December 2025 release, but waiting a couple more months ain't that big of a deal, seeing as how the release dates for this entire series has been like a roller coaster ride. A very long, drawn out, frustrating ride, but to be honest, every time an issue did drop, I was so pleased with the artwork and the story. It helped me to forget how long I had to wait to get the latest issue. Now, with that being said, why did it take so long for each issue to come out? Well, Rafael Grampa, the writer and artist of this series, gives us the explanation as to why this wasn't a bi-monthly or quarterly release. So he was hired by DC back during 2020 to create this series. And it seems like DC didn't give him any sort of specific date when he needed to be done. They just wanted him to complete issue number 2 prior to issue number 1's release, which makes sense as to why issue number 2 only came out a few months after issue number 1's release date in September 2023. So he had a good couple years to work on these prior to those first 2 issues coming out. And since this is a Black Label title, DC's Black Label, they don't put out issues regularly like their main continuities. They pretty much drop them whenever the creators have finished an issue. I mean, it does suck that we don't really know how long we have to wait to get into the next issue, but I really appreciate them taking the time to giving us quality content. I would much rather wait for something good than to receive mediocre content on a regular basis. Now, the crazy thing is, Raphael explains that the response from the fans for this series was so unexpected. They hadn't realized Gargoyle of Gotham was going to be this well received. So for him, the pressure was on, because like myself and the rest of you guys out there, we really wanted this on a regular basis. Now, it's a little bit confusing as to how many issues were supposed to come out. I remember they were talking about this being a 6-issue series, but it seems like they cut it back to 4, because after issue number 4's February release date in 2026, we are getting a deluxe hardcover collection which contains all 4 issues that's coming out in April of 2026. Now, if you all been following along with my videos that I've done on each issue, or if you've just been reading them on your own, I really was hoping that they would make this into at least a 6-issue series, because there's so much there in the story that really needs to be dived into. I feel like we're really only getting a surface level experience with this version of Batman that Raphael has created, because we have an all new rogues gallery. All of these villains are original. You've got Mothra, Virgin, Krytoon, the Statgeist. There's so much more that really needs to be explored, especially Krytoon. This guy's crazy in the most entertaining way, and I really want to see what's going on inside of his head. But he's taken at least over a year to release the final 2 issues, so I'm really hoping that number 4 wraps things up nicely, and at the very least get some exclusive new content in the deluxe edition's release. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. And fortunately, we're not gonna have to wait much longer. So I'm dropping this video November 22nd, 2025. I just got word of this news yesterday, the 21st, which was Friday, and I wanted to put this video out right away so it can give you guys a great start to your weekend. And lastly, I just want to say I really appreciate you guys watching out there. It really means a lot to me that you've been enjoying my content. So everyone, stay safe, stay blessed, continue to support your local comic and game shops, and I will see you next time.